In 1942 to 1944, on board a British warship carrying Spitfires, was a young 17-year-old man stood in the thick of the Second World War, running vital supplies to Russia during the darkest days through appalling weather and under constant danger from enemy attack. He witnessed the rough open sea swaying up in 90-degree angles. Open waters are so rough it was virtually impossible for planes to land. In one convoy in 1942, 34 ships that left the Denmark Straits, 23 of them did not make it back. 70 years after what Winston Churchill called the toughest journey, the worst journey in the world, Mr. and Mrs. Tyler received a phone call from Mr. Cameron, inviting them to 10 Downing Street. Soon followed a beautiful invitation. Mr. Tyler was presented with the Arctic Star Medal by Prime Minister David Cameron. Mr. Cameron said it was a huge honour to have such a brave people in front of him and to give them recognition that they so truly deserved. He thanked them on behalf of the whole British people for what they did those many years ago. Mr. Tyler was also presented with the Ushakov Medal by President Putin. President Putin said that Russia felt a special respect for them, and it was not only about the huge volume of aid provided to the Soviet Union with their help during the Second World War, but the unparalleled heroism during the struggle. He wanted to emphasise not just the titanic goals that they had in front of them back then, but the courage and the heroism shown during this time. Mr. Tyler came away from 10 Downing Street with an array of medals, including a dagger also presented by President Putin. Mr. Tyler said he'd felt honoured to be receiving the medals and dagger, but there was a problem. The paperwork that Mr. Taylor received with the medals was in Russian, and he could not understand a word of what it said. What a shame that after waiting 70 years for these medals that Mr. Tyler was unable to read the accompanying documents. This is where TTC came to the rescue. Mr. Tyler found TTC from his local library. He said he wanted to understand what the documents were about. It was an absolute honour for TTC to translate these for Mr. Tyler. As well as being able to do the translation, we were all excited to see his medals, the dagger, and were fascinated to hear his stories, and then able to present him with the translation of the Russian documents into English. Now Mr. Tyler was able to find out all about the history of the dagger he was presented with and all about the Ushakov medal. If you get the chance to talk to Mr. Taylor tonight, I'm sure he won't mind telling you all about the courageous and sometimes devastating events that he encountered. We would like to thank Mr. Tyler for letting us share his experience.